Across the park, and then we're gonna go to Casita Springs, and then we're gonna make a right. Is it Creek Road or Old Creek Road?
Old Creek Road.
Old Creek Road, which is before you get to Oakview. And the roads there may be very gravelly.
They're under construction.
They're under construction.
So
and we will be going through some water, so we'll just like that. So just take it slow. And we're going to go to the winery.
Yeah. We're going to have a whiteout rain too.
No, it's a beautiful day for writing. So
perfect.
after that, we're going to go to the winery. We're going to stop there. He's made some homemade bread. I made homemade cookies, and so we're going to just partake there for a little bit, and kind of kick back and rest if we need to. It's not. We don't really need a lot of rest, but.
Then tentatively, Jim called ahead at the restaurant, and it's about 1. We have to be there.
Okay.
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
Oh, we got a lot of
We're
time.
fine.
Yeah. But the winery.
We don't have to go too fast.
Yeah,
Take
the
our
winery
time.
you can walk around for, I'm going to try and talk the owner into giving us a tour. I
We
don't
want
know
a
if
tour.
you guys ever been
After we go through,
Okay, then after that, we're going to be going up to the restaurant in Ojai, and going on the way back through Santa Paula.
That's
and then
the best part.
That's the best part, yeah. And then some of us will be coming this way, and some of us will probably be going that way. Right?
From the restaurant. And then somebody might be going there. He's different. He's always... Winery. Are you doing Ohio? No, you had your back there. You have spots on you, right? I don't want to get it. Spots. So do you guys, you want to take the boat? What do you do? Table on the boat? We'll just go there. We'll follow. Yeah, we're here.
There's 2 wineries here, pouring wines and making wines here. The property itself, it was purchased by the current owners and their family in the late 70s. That was Carmel, John's current owners, but Carmel's mother, also named as Carmel, her husband purchased the property back in the late 70s. And one of Carmel's who was going to, or who went to Cal Lutheran, one of her friends said, hey, let's start a winery here. Let's grow some grapes and start making wine. And there had been a vineyard and winery previously on the property. And this is the old barn, old winery building. This was back in the turn of the century, pre-Prohibition. They stopped making wine in the 40s or so. But the Great Wall, it was all gravity feed as well, so pumps were used. Very basic system, which is very elegant. Similar technique as well. But they started up the winery again, making wines. There was a point where, they went through a couple of different winemakers, and then even a point where the vineyards themselves were wiped out by what this, not the insect, but this insect that carries inside its mouth is this bacteria called Pierce's disease. And over a period of years, the vineyard was wiped out. It was, at the time, they really didn't know exactly what it was, so it wasn't something like, oh my God, there's something here, let's stay on top of it and really get a hold on it. It was more like, after noticing something bad happening for a few years, they said, "Oh my God, let's address this," and by then it was too late. So since then, I think like the last vintage was in the 2001. Since then, the grapes have been purchased from other vineyards in Santa Barbara County, San Luis Obispo County, Napa. You know, between the two of us, this goes for both of us. You know, we work with vineyards that are very receptive to me being a part of the growing process. It's very important that I have a lot of control in the vineyard and try and some of the things I do is determine how much yield is on the fruit. How much fruit is on the vine, and basically the more clusters per vine, kind of that flavor gets diluted out, kind of spread out over many clusters. If you have less clusters, it's all concentrated in fewer clusters, and it gets a much more intense wine. Watering, shading, and different kinds of cultural practices too. It costs us a little more doing it that way, but it's really worth it in the long run. So the grapes, we pick the grapes up wherever they're at. Usually either myself or John are up there. Mostly John. You know, he'll go up like 4 o'clock in the morning or so with a trailer full of bins, and they'll pick into those bins. He's on top of it, making sure all the good stuff's going in, no leaves and funky stuff is going in there. But once again, we use great vineyards, and they're very well farmed, so we don't rarely do have a problem with that. But he'll bring them back down, and if it's a white wine, we press it right off.
Wow! Good shot.